I'm Lindsay Bobo, and this is my husband Jeremy and our daughter Emma, and we live currently in Lakewood, but for the last 9 or 10 years we've lived in Long Beach. Jeremy is from Michigan, and he moved out here in 2005, and we met a couple months after he moved out here. And we're teachers in the area and just really love Long Beach and Lakewood communities. Well, this little girl is the reason we went through this whole process. We lived in a one-bedroom condo for many years, and when we found out we were expecting, we wanted something bigger for her so that she would have some place to go. And we thought about renting our condo out, but when we started looking at the market, we realized what we wanted in a home was more than we could afford if we rented. And so after talking to our realtors, we decided to sell our condo so that we could afford something bigger. So when we first sat down with Brenda and Vivon, we weren't sure what we would get for the condo. We knew prices had gone up somewhat where they had been with the recession, but we weren't sure, and so we were pleasantly surprised it was higher than what we initially expected.
Yeah, so when it came time to sell the condo, Brenda and Vivon gave us suggestions on how to make it look more appealing. So they came through and pointed out things that we needed to like downsize or get rid of. So we put some stuff in storage and just made it look a lot tidier and neat and more appealing to the buyers.
And I think when we actually started looking for a house, we noticed what a difference it made, because we saw some homes that were so cluttered, and we're like, oh, we're so glad they told us to do that for our condo, because it made such a difference. Even houses that we liked, we would not have considered just because it was very unappealing. So within 2 to 3 weeks after putting our house on the market, we ended up having 3 offers, and one was at the price that we were asking for, which was higher than what we initially thought it would be. So we were really happy with what we ended up getting. The escrow process on our part was pretty easy. There wasn't much we had to do, and it closed within 30 to 35 days, so pretty much where we expected. So we were really happy with how that turned out.
All right, so when it came time to search for our new home, we knew kind of some things that we wanted to have. We wanted to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We were looking hopefully to find something with a family room. And
we had an area that we wanted as well, and so we were pretty similar in what we wanted. There weren't really a lot of disagreements. I guess the biggest disagreement came with what things we'd be willing to give up, and Jeremy would be, like, I would be willing to give up something to be in the right area, and Jeremy was kind of on the flip side, so with those things. So that was the only thing. And so we had a few houses that we saw where I liked one more than another, and he liked another one. But for the most part, when we saw a house we really liked, we were like, okay, this is it. And I think that's what it came down to. It really only took one weekend of going out. As soon as we looked at a house, we kind of knew if we liked it or didn't. And as soon as we walked into this house, we fell in love with it. It had everything we wanted. And Vivon was so good about taking us out to houses that she knew would fit us. So when we found our home, we told Vivon we wanted to put in an offer, and she was really helpful in just telling us everything we needed to really present the best offer, just both the financial side and then just letting owners know what kind of people we were. And so at our very first meeting, even months ago, Brenda and Vivon had told us when we do find that home, we needed to make a love letter to share with the sellers just who we were.
And I didn't really want to write it because I thought it was corny, but they were right, and it worked.
Because there were 5 other offers on the home, even though it had only been on the market for 2 days, and the sellers really connected with us, and they ended up telling that to us later on, and that's pretty much the reason why they took our offer, because they ended up getting a counter offer higher than ours, but they still went with us, and we were just thrilled. We were so excited that we had found that house we'd been looking for so long. The escrow process on the buying side was fairly easy. Vaughn was really helpful. She laid it all out for us, told us exactly what we would need to do. Everything was really smooth, and we ended up moving in the day we were told we'd be able to move in, and it's been about a month now, and it's been fantastic.
It's been great.
Yeah, we're so excited that Emma will have a place to grow up in. If we had to do it all over again, we would definitely go with Brenda and Vaughn again. They were super helpful. We would recommend them to all our friends and family. They're just down-to-earth people. They really connect with you, and that really made a difference. I had been through the buying process before with my condo, and the realtor was fine, but he didn't make that connection, and they really do, so it makes a huge difference.
I agree. They were great. Emma agrees too.